Here is yet and still another video broadcasting white supremacy, but this time it's with a black man. Take a look at this.
Stop blaming white cops for the killing of black kids. Instead, teach your black children to be obedient towards authority. And I don't care if most of y'all are black. You need to teach your children to obey authority. We need to teach our sons and daughters to obey authority. We need to teach our children to not fight against authority, not fight against cops, not rebel. Be model citizens. Stop being rebellious towards authority. Be submitted to laws and ordinances. Stop parking in handicapped spaces unless you want a reason to park there. Pay your taxes and stop cheating on your documents. I'm gonna go deep. I'm about to get everybody mad. Stop bending your numbers. Watch. The Lord said, give back to Caesar what belongs to him. That is, be submitted to governmental authority. See, now watch. I see all y'all looking at me. You know why you're looking at me like that? Because you don't read. After Jesus is resurrected, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. When I was 15 years old, I'm walking down Hollis in Queens. And an Italian cop drove right by me. And I locked eyes with the cop, and we stared at each other, and he drove by. My ego and his ego. No cameras, no iPhones, no social media, no recordings. And then he says one word to me. Listen what he says to me. This is what he says to me. He says to me, watch, say something. And in that moment, I hear the voice of my mom and my father. Son, obey authority. Son, respect your elders. Son, don't be in trouble out there with the police. Son, make sure you listen to people when they talk, and I can hear them blah, 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 blah. No. And in that moment, with that Glock pressed to my head, I got to make a decision. Either my ego is going to be strong, God, or my submission to authority is going to be stronger than my ego. And if I have not been taught to obey authority, and because I'm not saved, I'm separated from God now for all eternity by a cop's bullet. Why? Because my ego was stronger than my submission. I don't care.
He said, stop blaming white cops and teach black kids to obey authority. I understand teaching your children to obey authority in general, as it should be. Obey your parents, obey other adults. But to specifically say white cops, that's a problem, and that's dangerous rhetoric. I am an advocate for young children, and this was wrong to say. Let me tell you something. Obedience has never been a shield for black children. You have Tamir Rice. He was 12 years old. Philando Castile, who followed every instruction. He complied. Breonna Taylor, she was asleep in her bed. Obedient or not, we still die. That is the truth. That statement that Philip Mitchell made is not just wrong, it's totally dangerous. It's a dangerous lie. It excuses murder and demands submission. We don't need to teach obedience. We need to demand justice. You criminalized again, sir, the black race as society sees it today. You did it all over again on the World Wide Web. This is a problem. You yourself are a black man with black children. What makes you think these white cops will treat you any different? They will treat you like Sean Bell. They will treat you like Eric Gardner. They will treat you like Sandra Bland and so many others. Don't you ever blame your child for taking a bullet. And if you want to know more about this, I talk about it in my book, Lies America Has Told Black People. Look in my bio. The link is there. Check it out. Get you a copy today.